What are the main takeaways from this Trump-Xi meeting?
I think that the Trump Xi summit was very high on pageant and symmetry and visuals, but relatively low on substance. There were some, discussions of agricultural purchases, Boeing aircraft purchases, but even that came in below, I think, where general expectations were. I think from Beijing's perspective, Taiwan is central to its definition of strategic stability. And in the Chinese readout that mentioned in the paragraph on Taiwan, it said of Taiwan, quote, if it is handled properly, the bilateral relationship will enjoy overall stability. Otherwise, the two countries will have clashes and even conflicts, putting the entire relationship in great jeopardy. So I think very clearly here, Xi Jinping is linking U.S. policy towards Taiwan to overall U.S.-China relations and trying to signal that it is an essential ingredient for stability in the broader relationship as the Chinese define it.
On his way back, President Trump said two things. He said, number one, on Taiwan independence, he heard Xi Jinping out. He didn't make a comment. And second, when it came to U.S. arms sales to Taiwan, he's going to make a determination. What's your reaction to these two comments?
I think that we knew that Beijing was going to raise Taiwan, and that Xi Jinping was going to talk about potentially arms sales. China knows that there is a looming roughly $14 billion package that has been waiting for notification to Congress. That would be a record breaking package, even above the $11 billion that was announced in late 2025. So Beijing's interest is clearly in pushing that out further and potentially breaking up that arms sale so that it doesn't make those headlines that Beijing might feel would prompt a response on its part. Interestingly, and this is going to cause some people to sweat in Beijing, President Trump said that he would also have to discuss it with President Liao, which of course would be precedent breaking. We have not had a direct communication between the President of the United States and the President of Taiwan since 1979.
How do you think Taipei is reacting after all is said and done and now that this summit is over?
Yeah, I think that from Taiwan's perspective, nothing good could come of the summit. And so I think from Taipei's perspective, if U.S. policy remained unchanged, that would be seen as a victory. And Secretary of State Marco Rubio, in his interview with NBC News yesterday, said that there were no changes to U.S. Policy on Taiwan. And I think MOFA today just issued a statement saying that they appreciated that. So the fear, I think, from Taiwan was that President Trump would explicitly oppose Taiwan independence, or even potentially support efforts at unification or endorse the so-called One China principle, major changes to U.S. declaratory policy. That seemingly did not take place. So I think that there is likely a sigh of relief in Taiwan.